Hey everyone, Anthony Scott here at ToyHypeUSA.com. Today I am taking a look at Hasbro's newly released Transformers Age of the Primes G2 Universe Grimlock and Autobot Wheelie figure. Special shout out and thank you to site sponsor Entertainment Earth for sending him along for a review. It's greatly appreciated. To buy Grimlock and additional figures, please use the hyperlinks off of ToyHypeUSA.com or check out the links in the YouTube description below. With that, you will get 10% off any in-stock item and free US shipping on orders $79 plus. Grimlock comes in a window box packaging, and you see the Age of the Primes text just below the Transformers there. There's also an image of Grimlock in Beast mode, and you see the head in robot mode there, as well as Wheelie right there on top of Grimlock. It also specifies it takes 22 steps to transform Grimlock. On the side, you have more great artwork featuring both characters. On the other side, you have a look at 3 of the Primes, as this line is Age of the Primes. And on the back, you have a look at Grimlock in both modes, as well as Wheelie. So I'm going to take them out of packaging now, and let's take a closer look. Here is a look at the sheet of instructions, showcasing the transformation and where to store the blaster. Here is a closer look at the instructions. In this mode, Wheelie can be placed right there on the shoulder. And here is a look at the other side. Here's a look at the Beast mode. It also shows where the blaster and Wheelie can be stored. Here is a closer look at that. Here is your in-hand look at Grimlock, inspired from the 1992 Transformers Generation 2 figure from Hasbro. He comes painted based on that figure and includes the dark blue, the metallic gold, red, black, green, metallic silver, and light gray, which is offered throughout the figure. There is an Autobot logo on his chest that is covered by the plastic piece. Here is a look at all sides. You also see half the Autobot logo right there on the side, but we'll see that better in Beast mode. Here is a look at the back of the figure. On the back of the legs, you see the word Autobot on both sides, which is pretty cool. The head sculpt is mostly cast in black plastic with a red visor, and this is a good likeness of Grimlock. Here is a look at all sides. And of course, here is a look at the back. Grimlock is a repaint from the Transformers Studio Series 86 figure, which has seen 4 repaints so far. This one right here is the 4th one. I have 2 of the repaints that I'm going to be taking a closer look at with a comparison, so make sure to check that out as far as the video. The articulation is also the same as the previously offered Grimlock figures using this mold, which includes a ball-jointed head, swivel hinge shoulders, swivel biceps, hinged elbows, swivel wrists, swivel waist, swivel hinged hips. On the back we have hinged knees, and for the dinosaur arms we have ball jointed and hinged arms, but we'll check that out in dinosaur mode. Grimlock includes Wheelie, which is repainted to look like the vintage Generation 1 figure. The previously offered Wheelie figure that came with the Studio Series 86 figure was painted to inspire from the Generation 1 cartoon. But this one is vintage toy, so he comes in orange, yellow, turquoise, metallic silver, and black. Here is closer look at some sides. He has an Autobot logo right there on his chest. He is also limited on articulation, includes a ball jointed head, ball shoulders. This one here is more limited in range. This straight arm, you have more range of motion, swivel waist, and ball jointed hips. and he fits right onto the shoulder here. There is a peg that you can plug into the bottom of Wheelie's leg, so that's how he's able to stand up here. And he comes with a slingshot, which he can hold. Here is a look at the back of Wheelie. If you refer to the instructions, it specifies that the double cannon blaster can be connected to the back, and that just connects right to the back of the dinosaur hand. Here is a closer look at that. So you're just going to want to connect this right there as shown. Grimlock can also hold his blaster in his hand, and here's a look at that. Here is another pose. Here is a closer look at the blaster. Here is a comparison of Grimlock and Wheelie along with the Studio Series 86 release. Here is a look at the back of the figures. Hasbro also released a Generation 2 Grimlock figure, which you see right here on the right. This was inspired from an unreleased figure from the early 90s. And here is a comparison with the updated release of this figure using this mold. Here is a look at the back of these figures. The Grimlock on the right did not come with Wheelie, so that's why he's not shown. Here is a look at Grimlock in dinosaur mode. You'll notice that he has the Autobot logo on his chest that I mentioned earlier on in the video. Here is a look at all sides of the figures. On the back here, he has another Autobot logo as well as Autobot text, which is right there. And it's the same thing on the other side. And here is a look at the back. Grimlock is fully articulated and includes a swivel neck, hinged head, hinged jaw, ball jointed shoulders, hinged elbows, and for the legs, he has swivel hinged hips, swivel thighs, and since the legs go forward like this, I would call these hinged knees. Grimlock can also store the blaster and Wheelie on his back, and here's a closer look at that. Just refer back to the instructions as it specifies how to connect them. Here is a look at all sides of these. Overall, Grimlock and Wheelie are excellent figures that Hasbro's done a really nice job repainting of. The Generation 2 deco definitely works for this mold, and I would definitely recommend you guys pick these up. You can find them now at site sponsor Entertainment Earth by clicking off the hyperlinks off of ToyHypeUSA.com or using the links right in the YouTube description below. 10% off any in-stock item and free US shipping on orders $79 plus. I am Anthony Scott. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for more news and reviews.